Okay, shape key drivers in Blender 2.5 Alpha 2. Finally worked out thanks to David Allen Ward over at blendercookie.com. So this is basically copying what Dave's done, thanks to that, in a simpler sort of form. So we'll add a cube, Shift A, add cube, tab, subdivide. Okay, so we're basically setting up the shape keys to start with. So if I grab just those two and extrude them in, that's our little mouth. A to select them all. Back to object mode, we go to up here to the data key. Down here to shape keys, hit the plus key, we get bases. Hit it again and we get key 1. We can call this key something like smile. And then if we go back into edit mode, point select a couple of those, form a little smile for him. We'll also, I think, pull that out a wee bit so it's got a bit better shape to the mouth when he smiles, and you can see it a wee bit clearer as well. Okay, so that's smile. So if we go back into object mode, goes back to the basis key, and we right click on the numerals here on the smile and add driver. So we know we've added the driver to the value here. Then we go over to animation. Oh, I'm sorry, there's one very important thing I've got to do. In the previous tutorial I used an empty to drive it, but I have to use a bone this time. So single bone and Control G and slide it out along here. And let's see, we want to make it a B bone. Looks slightly better. Just shrink that down a wee bit. Of course, these can become in 2.5 the bones can become shapes as well, which helps you sort of save space in the interface. Okay, and we've hit the N key, and up here it's named armature. We shall name it controller, just so we know, keep tracks of it, controller, and hit the A key to deselect. Right click on the cube, go to animation. Down here in the F curve editor at the bottom we go to drivers, and if we open up here, you notice we've got one driver here. Select that, hit the little plus button here or the N key, and scroll down, we've got drivers. Okay, now the type we want is averaged value. It'll work in maximum value as well, but I just use averaged value. And we want to add variable. Don't worry about this error message, it'll all come right when you work your way through here. We want transform channel. We want to select the controller and of course the controller bone. Okay, and the controller bone moving up and down will change the shape key. So that is moving up and down is Y. Click on local space and click on, we've got generator here, and we'll make that -2 in the Y because it's the Y axis that we are making the animation. We go back to default, select our bone, go to pose mode, and if I select, get rid of the grid floor so you can see easier, and you can see our, shall I blow that up a wee bit bigger? You can see by moving that up and down that we now have a driver for our shape keys, and that's all there is to it.